Welcome back to Fear Given and Rethemed. We are your hosts, Sean
and Casey. With it being the peak of the season as we're recording this, we wanted to pause for a moment and check in with each other.
Oh, you say it just the way I typed it.
Oftentimes we move so quickly making sure everything is up to par for our guests that we forget what makes life worthwhile.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah. So we'll talk about what we found to help in creating and maintaining a work
Hobby.
True balance in this new endeavor.
Yep. So how are we going to break this up?
So we're going to break it up into a couple of topics.
Why are you so tired?
Are you serious right now?
You're yawning? Are we busy or something right now?
For one, I'm freaking almost 30 weeks pregnant.
And we just finished recording one podcast, and we're trying to knock it out so we can take a week off during Halloween.
Yeah. Well, not really a week off, but...
Well, we're taking a week off from podcasting.
Yeah.
And we both have full-time jobs, and we also have 4 fur kids.
Yes.
4 fur kids. 4
fur babies.
I know, but I wanted to put 4 and fur together, but realized that didn't work.
Yeah, so the most important thing is haunt season will end.
Will it?
But don't let your family or yourself end. Don't screw up your marriage.
It feels like it's going to go forever.
I know, but we're going to have a break, and it's going to be fine.
And then we plan for Christmas. And then we plan for Valentine's Day. And then we plan for Arbor Day. And then we plan for Easter. And then we plan for 4th of July. And then we plan...
No. Nobody has a 4th of July haunt.
Listen, we had campfire nights. That's about as close as we'll get, probably.
So it's really important to consistently check in with your significant other and your kids. Hey.
How are you doing today?
I'm very tired.
Well,
I've had a long day.
You're going to do great.
Huh?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's going to be an even longer day.
Don't think about tomorrow. Just be present with the here and now. Just think, when we get done recording this episode, we get to go back home
and sleep
and put on a scary movie to fall asleep to.
Yeah.
Like Insidious or The Conjuring. Just real light, easy breezy background movies.
Yeah, exactly. Always keep your commitments to family dinners, birthdays, date nights, and when your kid expresses verbally or non-verbally that they need you. That's very important.
That's for regular kids, like human kids, and fur kids.
Yes, exactly.
Because Duncan can't tell us, hey, I have abandonment issues and you need to come home.
He literally always has abandonment issues.
He does.
And anxiety.
But the way he expresses that is he licks your face for half an hour while you're falling asleep.
He does, yeah.
And
that's his way of getting
adorable.
That's his way of getting sleepy and getting ready for bed.
And I can kind of say from experience, I can say from observation that kids may just act out. Because they're not getting enough attention.
Right.
We've seen that this year, and that's perfectly normal.
Yeah.
And the way their parents dealt with that was honestly really cool.
Yeah, if you're,
They stepped away from the haunt, and they said, hey, we need to focus on our kid.
Right. It's the most important. Family's the most important.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we still go to family dinners. We coordinate and make sure...
We may have to...
wiggle around,
change some dates, but we make every effort we can to still keep up with things.
Yeah, because it's important to us.
Yep.
Your body and limits. That's for freaking sure for me.
Yep. Some people can go till 4 a.m.
Yeah, no.
And sleep till 8, and they're great for like a day, maybe 2 days of that.
You're talking about yourself, right?
No, I'm talking about Ken.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way I could do that longer than one night stretch.
No.
And he did it consistently during the building process of this. So I don't work that way. You work on the complete opposite scale.
I need 13 to 14 hours of sleep to function.
Which is incredible to me. I don't understand it. I can't relate, but I understand it from a distance.
Yeah.
with pregnancy and
Oh, well,
all
pregnancy.
that jazz.
So I've learned, or I've been told, that pregnancy exhaustion is way worse than newborn exhaustion.
What is newborn exhaustion?
So, like, when they're up, like, consistently, like, every couple of hours all night.
So is it newborn exhaustion or newborn parent exhaustion?
Newborn parent exhaustion.
Okay.
Because
I
you're
gotcha.
so tired
Right.
that
it's
you're
not like
worried about them.
running around and then falling asleep in the weirdest places on the floor.
No.
Oh, well, I didn't
First of
know.
all, a newborn can't run around.
If they're a really talented newborn, they could, like our newborn, maybe.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. So yeah, I've been told that, and I'm really holding out for that because I am.
Well, you've
done.
been told a lot of things, like nausea is going to go away after the first trimester, and
That is true.
that's really the only thing
I just
can
pray
think
that
of.
Salem is a good baby and sleeps.
Honestly, I don't even care about that.
Well, then you're gonna be up.
Because my thought process is we wanted to be pregnant so bad
I
that
know.
if this is the only time we ever have a baby, I'm willing to go through like the worst growing pains with that. Like to me, all of that is worth it. Because
I
if
know.
if Salem grows up and she's like, "How was I as a baby? Oh, you were perfect." I don't want to be the one that was like, "We only ever
She
had
just
a
kicked
perfect
me, by
baby."
the way.
I'm sure she did because she knows I'm talking about her. Like, hiya!
Hiya! I'm gonna kick you in your shin. No, she will.
I think she's gonna be a mixed bag.
Yeah, I don't know. I was a good baby. I slept
I was a fat
like,
baby.
a lot.
I don't know if I was a good baby. I think I was. I don't know.
You
You'd have
don't
to
sleep
ask.
now, so
No, I
who
have
knows?
super bad insomnia now.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, so if you feel yourself declining mentally, emotionally, or physically, you need to communicate that to someone close and let them help you.
Yeah, or when they let you aware of
Yeah.
what they're seeing as warning signs and red flags or yellow
Yeah.
flags or whatever, listen to them.
Mhm.
Don't keep going down the dark path
Yeah.
and just let it just relax.
Yeah. Mental health is very important. You have to,
Yes.
not only take care of yourself, but, your loved ones as well.
Yeah.
And trust your team when you need a break. So you're always going to need a break. Like everybody needs a break. And it's not a reflection that you can't do it. It just means that you deserve a hiatus from the grind.
Right. People don't hit their brick wall because they weren't good enough.
Mm-hmm.
They hit their brick wall because they did way too much.
Yeah.
It's like you're just operating at a much higher pace and a much higher mental capacity and physical capacity.
Mm-hmm.
So humans aren't meant to maintain that for longer than a certain span.
Yeah.
So when you hit that wall of, hey, I think I need a break. I think I'm doing too much.
Yeah. If your cup is empty, you need to fill it.
Right.
Like
Literally. Drink more water.
Like, what the Sigma?
What the Sigma? That's been our new favorite term that we've learned this week. We've also learned other words such as Riz, Ohio Riz,
Ohio
and
Riz.
What is it? Skibbity toilet Riz.
Yeah, I really still don't know what skibbity toilet means.
My favorite
whatever.
phrases we've learned this week are those, but also absolutely eating, and something that now we can put on the record as we have fully adopted into Fear Garden lingo is absolutely eating my toes. Which means you're doing incredible. You are absolutely killing it. You are absolutely eating my toes.
Eat my toes right now.
That's not my kink.
That's so funny.
So yeah.
And then almost seriously most important, especially to me.
Not the most important. But
Don't abandon your pets, even if it means they get to sleep with you when you get home or sleeping in with them while they just feel secure that you're there for them.
Oh, it's almost like you wrote that one.
I know.
But you didn't. I did.
I always feel bad. So we're usually like Fridays and Saturday nights, we're completely like booked.
Yeah.
Like I work
Sun up
Friday,
to
he works
sundown.
Friday. So like we're going from like 7 a.m. to 12 a.m.
At the earliest, yeah.
Yeah. So, I feel bad leaving Duncan at home all alone because he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I usually, like if I don't take him.
Yeah,
or whatever.
So that's been another thing that we've started is
Yeah.
taking him to the haunt.
Yeah.
He's as long as he's a good enough boy
yeah.
to not bite people.
Yeah.
Which honestly,
he's been very, very good.
So good.
Very patient.
He sat underneath the hosting table this past Saturday night. Mm-hmm. He was great. We let him loose. He almost bit like 2 people, but they were staff, and they looked at him the wrong way. So honestly, it's their fault, kinda.
Yeah, we
the blame's not fully on him.
No, we said don't make eye contact with him. He will
tear you apart.
Yeah, he will bite your ankle because he's an ankle biter.
He is. He will also.
So
bite
now
your
we
finger.
just have to get him a police costume. We have a devil costume for him.
Yeah, but he really needs a police with like a little baton.
Oh my God! Yes.
That like wiggles when he walks.
Yes.
That would be fantastic. All right, I'm slowing you down.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically just pretty self-explanatory stuff.
Take care of
yourself,
your family, your friends, yourself.
Yep. So topic number 2: where did all of our free time go?
Poof, gone. There it goes. Bye-bye, August and July, free time and horror movie galore. And
oh my gosh.
All those favorite shows we used
to
watch.
Last night was really nice because we just got to literally nothing.
It was so uneventful that I don't remember it. Wait, did we watch?
We came home.
We did watch
We watched a movie. We laid on the couch. And we ate Thai food.
Because I had a headache and I didn't feel like recording anything.
Yeah, and then we went to sleep early. We were in bed by like 8.
And I still hated waking up.
I know.
Imagine that.
I know.
Yeah, I'm behind on my sleep.
You are.
Counter. What's the thing called? My sleep cup. I'm behind on my sleep cup.
Yeah, you need to fill that sleep cup.
It doth not runneth over.
But you know what? Even if I was like, listen, we have literally nothing to do for the next 2 days. You get to sleep. You're going to be like...
you're gonna wake so bored.
You're going to wake up at 8 o'clock and be like, I'm bored. And I'm going to slap you in the face.
I'm just going to go to Fear Garden and build something. I don't care what.
No.
I can't sit still.
You need to stay home.
As tired as I am right in this second, I would still choose this over having nothing to do.
Well, guess what? We have a baby coming.
We do.
And you're going to be...
using all my energy for Salem.
Yes.
We're going to run around together. I'm going to teach her to walk at 2 weeks. I'm going to teach her to run at 4 weeks.
No, you're not.
And I'm going to start training her to be a gymnast at 6 weeks.
No.
And then at 8 weeks, she starts violin.
No.
And then at 10 weeks, we're going to start piano. 12 weeks, I think we're going to build a table together. Pretty sure. 14, we'll take off. 16 weeks, that's about potty training time. 18 weeks, we'll get her in acting classes. And honestly, by 20 weeks, if she hasn't written her own book, I don't know what to tell her. What a failure. Yeah,
He's joking, guys. He's not going to do that.
I may try.
No, you're going to miss it. Like that song, you're going to miss this. You're going to want this back.
What?
You're going to wish these days.
That was a really strange cover.
Who sings that? You're going to miss this. Oh, my favorite, Trace Adkins.
He's your favorite?
No, don't. Oh, wait.
That's not the one. That's not who you think it is. Trace Adkins is the one with the long hair.
Okay, well,
that looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin, but taller. Way taller, I think. Well, no, I think Stone Cold Steve Austin is tall, too. Whatever.
Anyways,
this is getting...
So, remember when we were all caught up on all the shows we liked?
I do.
And couldn't find anything to watch?
I do.
That was nice, right?
That was nice.
Like Love is Blind. Oh, but still, we keep up with Love is Blind.
We've kept up with Love is Blind.
Tomorrow.
We've kept up with Below Deck, all of the versions, which is great.
Yeah.
We've kept up with most of the horror movies that are coming on streaming. We don't go to the movies very often.
No.
But I mean, really
I watched Halloween, like the original one, the other night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And then...
I don't think I was home for this.
No, you weren't.
We watched...
So I have a lot more like alone time and
because on Sundays
downtime.
you let me go to Fear Garden by myself.
Yep.
while you take care of more of the house stuff.
Yeah.
To spend time with Duncan.
I have to make sure our house is clean, laundry is done, because I cannot live in filth.
Yep.
And yeah, I just make sure everything's done around the house, because if Monday comes and none of that is done, I'm stressing. I don't want to start a week like that.
Greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome. So would you rather always have a project going on, or
yes,
never have any
100% yes.
It's not
I
that
always
simple.
want a project going on. It is that simple. I always want projects.
I don't. Sometimes I just want to sit down and read for like 4 hours.
Ooh, I would like to read, but then I just get so bored so quickly.
I know. I haven't, like, I go through reading spurts.
You know, I've read the same book, been trying to read the same book for 10 months now.
Yeah, like I have a couple of books open and I'm like, I think I'm just so lazy right now.
I just need to go back to a fictional book. Like, the book I'm reading is so heavy because it's about the station nightclub fire in Rhode Island. And
you need to go to a book that, like, takes you into, like,
a different world.
A different world.
Yep.
Like a fun world.
I do need that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is sacrificing a month or two during peak season...
Quote.
Ooh, she is really kicking me. The only factor?
What does that mean?
Sacrificing a month or two during peak season, the only factor? I don't know. I didn't write these notes.
Well, I did. So, in reality, your peak season month of September or October, or both, like, that's not really peak season. Like, it is, but for us, I would say our peak season started in July. Yeah. When we were given 6 weeks.
I think haunt season starts after July 4th.
Yeah. I think
because
July
there's
5th.
No other... Yeah, July
Definitely.
5th. There's no other things to look forward to.
No.
So then that starts.
Not like fun-wise.
And you know what? You know how much I love Halloween.
Yeah.
I love it.
But come November 1st.
I'm so ready for Christmas.
I know.
I just want to, like, do all the Christmas things.
I know. But remember, we're going to have a baby at the end of it.
And
we're going to have to find time to take all that Christmas stuff that you want up down. So maybe we just don't put a bunch of it up.
No, we keep it up.
All right, we'll put a tree outside.
I mean, we're not going to have a tree anyways because... And then our precious little newborn's going to grow up the first Christmas she has with... Well, she might be born after Christmas, who knows, but...
All I care is she's born before December 31st.
That's going to happen.
For tax reasons.
Well, it's going to happen because we don't want her to stay in there past 39 weeks.
Perfect.
So... And now that I have
to do, like, spring back.
Now that I have gestational diabetes, it could be any time now.
Isn't that fun?
No,
and she's overweight right now. Not you, Salem.
Well, I'm overweight. Well,
no, I've only... a baby. You're literally 2 people right now.
I've only gained like 25 pounds.
And Salem's only gained like 4.
So I'm measuring a week ahead. I don't know how much she weighs right now. Shut up. She probably weighs around 4 pounds.
I'm like 98% sure you don't have a 25-pound baby.
No. It's the placenta and the amniotic sac and fluid.
That is some dense amniotic fluid, bruh.
Shut up. Hopefully, once I start breastfeeding, and if I breastfeed... She's gonna suck all of that out of me. So, but yeah. So I'm measuring a week ahead, and I'll be 30 weeks on the October 20. What's on Saturday?
I don't know.
The 26th. So, yeah. I hope she doesn't come before 37 weeks. But if she does, we'll be
cross
fine.
That bridge.
Yeah. Anyways,
so our peak season really started in July. Yeah.
That's just, I told you we would get off our tangent.
That's why you're leading this one.
Okay. So topic number...
Trace.
Don't forget your passion.
Trace like Trace Adkins.
No.
Yeah, when there's 3 of them, 3 people sitting on a park bench doing Atkins diet.
What?
Trace Adkins.
Wow. Why did you start getting involved in haunted attractions or home haunting?
Because I wanted to be poor, and I wanted to have no time for fun activities, and I wanted to go in a personal deep dark hole about people judging everything I put on display.
Wow. If you're selling this to other people, you're really
Right?
selling it.
Yeah. So you know at Transworld last year, something they said in like one of the bigger seminars was, you're not going to become a millionaire off of being a haunted attraction owner.
No.
And in my head, I thought, I know you're probably right.
Yeah.
But I want to
You'll
prove
probably
you wrong.
lose money.
Right. Yeah. Oftentimes, like, that's really the case.
Yeah.
You don't have time.
It's a hobby.
Most of the haunters still have full-time jobs and do this.
Yep.
Or they have to go through extreme measures just to keep up with time-wise and finances.
Yeah. And
it's a huge, huge sacrifice to family, to personal, to everything around you.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're just digging your nose with a tissue.
Sorry.
Your mic is real hot.
Well, I can't help it. Sorry.
I know.
So yeah. So yeah, I guess because we think it's cool. I don't know. So
I like designing stuff. I like storytelling.
Yeah, so and I love haunted houses, so
Right.
duh. But I was talking with a coworker yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Is it time for medicines?
No, I need to take my I need to check my blood sugar.
Oh yeah, because you're gestationally diabetes.
All right, so let's hurry this up.
Yep.
So, yeah, I was talking to a coworker from she's actually from Gainesville. It's another coordinator at a different school, in Gainesville. And I told her that, that my husband and I like co-own or like, co-operate a haunted house. And she was like, but why? And I was like, I don't know. I guess because we really like Halloween and we like to scare people. I don't know.
I think it's like, this is our way of being in that weird niche, like punk rock, preppy, hipster, like everything that was conventionally unaccepted.
Yeah.
When we were younger, like that's really where we found we thrive.
Yeah.
So like I've never felt more accepted or more supported than in this environment.
Yeah, it's definitely
like looking back through all the different like weird stages in my life.
Yeah.
At this point is where I feel the most support and where I can feel the most honest vocally about like how I'm feeling, what I'm going through, and not worry about their reaction,
judgment or reaction.
Right.
Or yeah. So it's also important to find time to visit other local haunts, do behind the scenes tours, which is, I think this is like the funnest part.
Yes.
Connect with other haunt owners. Most people feel like they're doing things alone or everyone is a competition.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think haunted houses are a competition at all because there's so many different options.
I think the only time I feel like they're a competition is when you talk to the owner and they feel like nothing they do is wrong and they have all the answers and things are going perfectly fine. And when you want to have a conversation about anything that they think is flawed, they immediately shut it down. Like, if you can't see any of your potential flaws, it's really difficult to have a normal conversation and have that camaraderie. When in reality, everybody has flaws. Everybody is not running the perfect business.
No.
Even Apple, as lucrative as they are, they still have pitfalls every day. Tesla, like all of Google, all the big names. NASA.
Oh, gosh.
It's getting late.
Yeah, so you can be the reminder that we're all struggling or just surviving together.
That you can. Well said,
Sean. Also, make a list of items you're looking forward to throughout the year or things you don't want to miss just because the timing isn't right.
Right? We've had HHN on our monthly list for a year.
That's like a must
and
do.
we're about to add it for next year, as well as Trans World is already on our list.
Yep.
When we went and saw Taylor Swift, that was on the list.
She was just in Miami and I missed it.
Salem is on our list because I'm super excited about meeting her, and honestly, I feel like everything else around me is going
taking Salem to Salem
is sometime in a few years. Probably.
Maybe when she's like 3 or 4.
I'd say when she can walk on her own a whole day.
Oh yeah.
So
that's definitely by 3 or 4, I would hope.
5 or 6.
What?
Because I want her to remember it.
Whatever.
Although, if we could time it where like her first actual memory was like walking through Salem, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what the psychology behind that is or how to find that out, but
yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right, what's next?
Keep traditions.
What sort of traditions? What do we have?
So we have Halloween Horror Nights. Duh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
A local haunted house, which is 13th floor.
Yep, and Fear Garden, even though now we're there all the time.
Right. And we're going to 13th floor next week.
We are.
On a
with all the family.
Yeah, on a non-night that we are not at. On a Monday night.
It's the only night during Halloween week.
Yes.
That Gainesville Fear Garden is not open, so we are taking that opportunity to go to Jacksonville and go to 13th floor because it is a family tradition and we don't want to miss it.
Right. Even though I'm going to be
30 weeks.
No, 30 weeks pregnant.
Well, no, that's because you turned 31 on Saturday.
No, I turned 30 on Saturday.
I thought you turned 30 this past Saturday.
No. I'm
then
29.
Why did you text me and you said, I'm 30 weeks? Did you not?
No, bro. What the?
All right. I don't know.
Anyways, okay,
nuts.
so also pumpkin patches. So we always take our dog to a pumpkin patch. Mm-hmm. We're going to be doing that this weekend.
Do you know where?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Is it in Gainesville?
Yes.
Perfect. We haven't been to that one then.
No, and I'm really excited about it. It's called Buy a Pumpkin, Feed a Child.
Which is incredible to me. So, weird little tangent. I want to know, one, how they found all these children that only want to eat pumpkins. And two, if we get a small pumpkin, how do we know that that's enough to feed a child? Or if we get too big of a pumpkin, how do we know we won't overindulge that child's want to eat pumpkin?
I feel like you're going to walk up there and be like, all right, where do we feed this child at?
You know what? Now that you say that, that's exactly what I want to do. Because ever since you pitched this to me of buy a pumpkin, feed a child, in my head, I can't get the mental image out where we don't go get a pumpkin and then there's a line of like hungry, starving children and we have to then pick the child to match the pumpkin.
That's awful.
And go, oh, you want a pumpkin? Oh, just kidding. We're going to give it to your friend over here. He gets the pumpkin.
Oh, my God.
And then that child just smiles ear to ear. Oh, thank you, sir. Please, sir, can I have another? Like, it's going to be an Oliver Twist type of thing with these pumpkins.
No, we're going to... Our donation to buying a pumpkin... They take that money and they feed children in other countries.
With the money?
Yes.
Children can't eat money any more than they can a pumpkin, bruh.
They buy food with the money.
What the sigma?
Okay, so another tradition is trunk or treat. So, not really.
We did that this year because your work has done it like 2 out of the last like 5 years.
Yeah.
And... I hope that they continue doing it because I really enjoy it.
I love trunk or treats. I just want to start finding random trunk or treats to go to.
I do too. Ones with like cash prizes and competitions. Because like we went all out. We made our car.
Oh, we definitely
into a giant spider. I dressed as like a carnival, like showman. It was like the Greatest Showman with like top hat and circus jacket and everything. Yeah. Wrapped in spider webs. Yeah. And my narrative. Whether nobody picked up on it or not.
Obviously not.
Listen, I think I did a phenomenal job. Don't tear me down, all right? So in my narrative was the director, the main showman of a traveling carnival, and I had weird oddities acts, and I had found this giant spider, and before I knew it, this spider had captured me, and I was the spider's attraction. So I was wound up in this web. Don't laugh at me. This is a solid storyline. And if anybody wants to take the storyline, please do. And put it in a main haunt. Put it in a theater show. Put it in a Broadway show. And I would love to have free tickets to see it. Ooh, or we know a cartoonist. If somebody wants to draw a cartoon of this storyline, that would be cool.
What was I dressed up as?
A pregnant person that got trapped by the spider.
No, I was a
you
spider.
Were just an innocent bystander. You were not a spider.
Yeah,
Did you have... How many legs did you have, Miss Spider?
Well, I had a pregnant belly.
So you had 4 legs, max.
Yeah.
2 from Salem, 2 from you.
But then our arms together. So we had 8 limbs.
All right, we're about to get way off topic. So are you saying that a spider has 4 legs and 4 arms?
Yes. No, it has 8 limbs. Legs, whatever. Limbs.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the answer to this. I hope somebody tells us whether a spider has option A, 8 legs, option B, 8 limbs,
I think
option
it's limbs.
C, some combination of arms and legs.
If you think about it, have you ever seen a spider just like use 2 arms to like fiddle with their whatever?
So you're saying they have 6 legs and 2 arms and no fingers?
Yeah.
How do you know they don't have like 8 fingers?
I don't have any fingers.
And it's like the thing from Addams Family.
I don't know. Look under a microscope of a spider.
Bruh, I can't even get a spider to stop on the wall. You think I'm going to get it to pin down under a microscope?
Think about a tarantula.
Why in the world did you put so much enunciation on the cha? Tarantula.
I don't know. Anyways.
All right, moving along.
And another tradition is watching scary movies, which, I mean, we do all year round, so it doesn't really matter. But...
Yeah, we used to try to watch, like, a specific type, like, following this guide online of, like, watch this type of movie every day of October.
Like Halloween or...
And we've never been able to do it.
No.
I get, like, maybe 2 weeks in max, and then it's poof, gone, no more time. And that was before we ran a haunted house, so, yeah.
I mean, I've watched Hocus Pocus, like, 3 times already.
Yeah, we've watched all the Halloween Towns. We've watched all of the 90s and 2000s Disney Halloween movies. Twitches 2.
No, we didn't finish that crappy one.
Well, whatever. We watched
Under
Don't
Wraps,
Look Under the Bed.
We need to watch Under Wraps.
We need to find the original Under Wraps.
I know, but even if we can't find it, I want to watch the other Under Wraps.
The new one?
Yeah.
That's fine. Whatever.
It's cute.
I suppose.
Okay.
What's next?
Topic number 4.
4.
Teach those who want to learn.
What does that mean? You're a nut. You're crazy in the coconuts. Sorry, that was a intrusive thought from a song by...
Nobody knows that.
The Avalanches called Frontier Psychiatrist, which is great. Look at the music video. It's awesome.
It's terrible. Don't do that.
What does that mean?
So if you're the only gatekeeper to a process in your haunt...
Opening, closing, operational, etc.
Then you're only making it more difficult to step away. That's so true.
Right? So, like, what if you're the only person that knows how to turn on the projector?
Yeah, no.
Or turn on the air compressor, or turn off the patio music, or
how to change toilet paper.
Or how to change toilet paper, bruh.
Yeah.
Or what if you're the only person that knows how to bartend, bruh?
Yeah, that sucks.
Or what if you're the only person that knows how to stop ticket sales?
Cross-train.
Cross-train.
You have to.
Yeah.
Successful leaders seek out the next prospective leaders and train them in their process and techniques. Find the people who want to learn the basic tasks and encourage them to learn the difficult ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one was very much personal experience.
Yeah.
I didn't understand all of the flick buttons that the Swans use and that Drew uses for the haunt. They didn't click with me. I didn't know how they worked, so I was scared to use them.
Yeah.
And now I know how to program the flick button in the app, and I understand like the basic logic. But it was really only because Ken and Katie kept saying how simple it was, and it's easy, and it's this. And I thought, you know what? Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Honestly,
please teach me then.
I don't want to learn.
It's not difficult. Like now that I've done it, it's as easy as telling Siri like turn on the loft lights or shut the blinds.
Really?
Like it's really, really simple.
Oh, okay.
It's just programmed to like a single button to do it once you program it. So it's not crazy.
Maybe you can show me.
Yeah.
When it's hard to teach, make a process flow or checklist, use visual aids, or set up an SOP.
What is an SOP, dear Casey?
A standard operating procedure.
Very good.
I have to write a bunch of those before I go on maternity leave, so that's going to be fun.
That sucks. I don't think I've had to write one for my current job yet. I deal with them a lot, but I haven't, like, I'll do active training, but I haven't had to put it down in writing yet. But yeah, I personally love checklists. I love process flows. And I was on the verge of making one for private experiments, and by the time I got around to it, there were enough people cross-trained that didn't need that checklist, which was awesome.
Yeah, that is nice.
So now they can pretty much run and open and operate private experiments all by themselves. So high kudos
just like
to Jane and Garrett.
Yeah, thank you. And last week, or on Friday night, you showed me how to do hosting.
Yep.
And I did a subpar job.
You did as good as one could expect on your first night doing it, and considering all the chaos of people wanting to change times and change groups and showing up late and showing up early.
Does that happen every night?
So I hosted by myself on Sunday night this prior week, and the only issue I had was people came in 10 minutes after their slotted time, and I just said, hey, I can get you in like 20 minutes. Do you want to have a drink at the bar instead? And then I'll call you. Yeah, sure. That was the only thing. And the people that showed up half an hour early, but that was a whole different fiasco for a whole other podcast.
Good Lord.
Straight chaos.
What, when I did that?
No, it was like a little girl screaming in private experiments.
That one.
I felt awful.
Anyways.
But whatever, it's resolved. The mom, the whole family, super great people, super chill.
So I'll be hosting again tomorrow night.
Wednesday night and Thursday night. And because we just can't stay away, we'll be hopefully not at hosting, but we'll definitely be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We need a little break at hosting.
Supposedly coworkers are coming to visit us Sunday night. So
you said that like 2 weeks
ago.
2 months ago.
I know.
Yeah, nobody I know or like who likes me
honestly,
doesn't want to come.
Everybody I work with wants to go. At least they've said they wanted to go. Why haven't they come? I don't know. Huh? Why not?
Do they not want to pay for it?
I don't know, but I'm not giving them more than like a 10% discount. And I would only give them that if it's posted on Gainesville Fear Garden Instagram or Facebook or something.
Right.
Like, I want ticket sales, but not at the cost of,
I just want people to see
heavy discounts,
what
we've
we've helped with and like what we've done, but it's so far away from our family that it's like it sucks. Like nobody wants to travel that far. It's like an hour and a half outside of Jacksonville.
Yeah. But please visit. It's fun.
Please.
At the very least, you get to say hi to us if you still like us.
Yeah. And even if you don't want to go through the haunt, it's fine. I just want to
watch a movie.
I want to show you what we're all about and like what we've done.
Yeah.
I don't care.
We can't give like private behind the scenes tours unless you sign a waiver.
Yeah.
But hey,
if you sign a waiver, it's fine, but
yeah.
Yeah, anyways, okay. So, do a trial run where you're present but not actively running your usual tasks.
Yep. So that's how I got to learn hosting. Honestly, if I hadn't been given the opportunity to like do it on my own and do it with my own kind of practices, now that I understood the system.
Like how you just threw me into the...
I was with you.
I know, but I was like, wait a second. Okay, what?
Yeah.
And then they were like coming up to me. I'm like, hi.
You were thrown in the deep end real fast, and I apologize.
I was like, give me a second. Let me just...
To be fair, I also got thrown in the deep end by having to learn how to, one, yell in a megaphone to gather a group, which I absolutely loathe. That's the worst part. Like, I don't mind talking to groups of people. I'm awkward, but I think I'm awkward enough to like, or I'm aware enough that I'm awkward, so it's not crazy, and I just kind of play on that.
Yeah.
But I despise calling people on a loudspeaker. I hate it.
I don't really care. I mean, I could do it. I just need to know what to say first. Yeah. I can't just make up some stuff.
I just make up stuff based on a vague checklist I keep in my head that I've observed other people doing.
I mean, I'm fine with talking in front of people. Like, I just talk to like
I'm
a
fine
full
if
group of people about my job.
I think I go through so many different waves and peaks and valleys of like confidence that if one tiny little thing like pushes me in one direction or the other, I spiral very quickly. And I think I'm like that in any like guest facing or public facing role.
Yeah.
So like whether it's being on stage or being like prepping a group for a big haunt.
Yeah.
Like
I'll do it if you don't want to do it, but
no, I need to push myself into that out of that
so
comfort
you'll
zone
let me
more.
continue doing math.
I mean, ideally, so this is my fault. My fault is I would love to take ownership over both.
You can't.
Exactly. So I have to trust you with one or the other.
Well,
and I know it's more difficult for me to do the public speaking, so I'm trying to take that as a character challenge.
Also, you like running around more than I can't run around like that.
Right. I hate sitting at the desk. So
oh, I'm fine with it. As long as I get to go pee.
Yeah, I just want to break out of my comfort zone even more so that by the end of the season, I can confidently say, yes, I can do hosting. Yes, I can onboard groups.
Yeah.
Yes, I can talk to a group and feel confident doing so.
Yeah.
And it may not happen after one season, but at least I feel comfortable that I'm taking little baby steps to get there.
Yeah, true. Okay. If one person can't be you, then find a team that can fill all the roles together. Not everyone wants to be responsible for taking out trash, doing nightly staff talks, dealing with problematic guests, and running the bar and merch sales.
You know what I don't like doing out of those?
Taking the trash out?
No, I actually love taking the trash out because that's like a very finite task that once it's done, you can cross off. Like, that's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
Same thing with like stocking the bar. Pretty easy. There's only so many things that go in there. Once all the shelves are filled, you're done.
Yeah.
Do I enjoy running the bar and selling merch? No, I don't.
I think I would like it if I were doing it.
If you weren't pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I stay out of the bar sales. Like, I'm not a good bartender, and I know it.
You definitely do not like nightly staff talks.
So I don't think it's that I dislike nightly staff talks.
If they're not efficient conversations.
I don't think that I have the reputation and the authority to give those staff talks.
No.
So like all of those funnel through very specific people in the HR front.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not any part ownership over that.
Mm-mm.
And that's like, I don't want to be.
No.
That's not my forte. So it feels weird as like a co-operator, even if the Swans are out of town, to be like, all right, guys, so tonight we did a great job doing this. But like, that's not me at this stage of the haunt.
Right.
If we had paid actors and we were regularly a face of authority or financial control or whatever, like, maybe.
Yeah.
But I still don't think that extroverted nature is currently in my skill set. Like,
yeah.
So what we did instead, and what my kind of compromise to myself was I just went and bought a couple of bags of candy, and every night that we were kind of supporting the entire operation, I just went to each of the staff members and was like, hey, do you want a piece of candy? I'll come back in an hour or two and we'll do this again. And I'd say 80 to 90% of the staff got a piece of candy.
Mm-hmm.
And whether they know my name, whether they know why I'm there, like, none of that is really relevant to me, because my end-all be-all goal is to just be there in support. Mm-hmm. I'm not there in any sort of owner mentality. I'm not there with the assumption that, well, I'm in charge. Because I'm not. Like, we're all just there together.
Yeah.
If there's anything I can do to make your job easier, more comfortable, safer, that's what I am. I'm purely support.
Yeah, fill out the form.
Right, yeah.
Fill out the feedback form.
Pull out the submission feedback form.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like that's my... I don't want to be everything.
I don't like staying longer than I have to.
Is that sarcasm? Because I'm pretty sure that's all but been written on the feedback form.
I mean, I don't like it when staff complain about it, but I get it.
Oh, 100%.
So if
I
we're
was
like
their
just
age
talking
and in
crap,
their shoes, you gave me a hard time before we were co-operators. And like, all right, it's time to go. Like, we've got to get home. And
like,
now you're much more patient with me when I'm like, hey, I don't want to leave yet because we still have to do trash. We have to lock the gate. We have to do this. We have to turn off lights. We have to turn off TVs. Protect. Like, there's a whole checklist in my head.
Oh yeah, I know. I get
that's unofficial. That when the Swans are there, it's the same checklist.
Yeah.
All it means is there's more people to do the same checklist.
Right.
If they're not there, my gut reaction is, well, I don't want to let them down. And simultaneously, I don't want to put more pressure on the staff.
No, I also don't want to leave them alone without us. I want everybody gone first before we leave.
Right.
So I know that they're safe.
A safety thing, yeah.
I know that they're safe and they can get home okay.
And that's the same thing we do when the Swans are there. When it's all four of us leaving at the same time, we usually alternate locking the gate up.
Mm-hmm.
If it's Ken and Katie there and then just me, I'll usually let them lock the gate up because there's two of them.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just me and Katie at the end of the night, I'll stay if she's locking up, and then she'll stay if I'm locking up. Same exact thing if it's me and Ken. Like, at first I thought about it when it was just Katie and I thought, am I doing this just because of like a gender norm stereotype? And then...
Yeah, we can take care of ourselves. What are you talking about?
Well, right. That's when I realized, like, if Ken was doing this, I'd be doing the exact same thing. Yeah. It's just a safety thing of one person's alone and they have to get out of their car in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I can stay in my car and still support and watch out for them.
Right.
So, and they do the exact same thing for me. If one of us, if I decide I'm going to lock the gate and you guys can go, they usually hang out like 10, 15 feet away to make sure I'm back in my car safely.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing we do with staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You done?
How rude.
You know, for somebody who doesn't like to talk a lot.
Oh, I love talking in the privacy of our own house.
Oh, I know.
I will talk your ear slap off.
I'm
shocked that you still have both your ears.
I know. It's crazy. Sometimes I have to be like...
Name that movie.
Shut up.
Name that movie.
Toy Story.
No.
E.T.
I know. You know.
Okay, I don't know.
Hercules. It's
topic
Hercules.
Number 5.
Hades says it.
Go over our biggest points. No, I'm going to talk.
No, I'd love to say them. Okay, do you want to split them up? Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay. Don't neglect your home life. Being around your family while working doesn't count towards quality time all the time. It can count sometimes.
Sometimes when we're working together. Well, whatever. Listen to your gut when you start feeling burnt out or overwhelmed. Find a solution with help from others. Be vulnerable, open, and honest.
Ooh. Find a happy medium, not like a spiritual medium. Like, find a happy balance between being creative, paying your bills, and finding emotional joy.
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
Don't forget your passion.
Trust your team and let them fly.
On broomsticks.
That's a good one. That was a solid joke. That was your only one tonight.
Oh, thank you. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to this interesting episode.
Hey, we're under an hour.
Awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will talk to you soonish.
In like a week.
Maybe.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.